Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to this month's everyday makeup drawer. It's the beginning of the month, so that means we're going through my makeup collection and picking out some new makeup for my everyday makeup drawer. And I'm taking you with me. I'm going to take you through my collection to pick out the new products. Of course, I'm going to show you the products that I've had in for the last month, kind of give you my thoughts, a little recap on them, things that I liked, things that I didn't. And then at the very end, of course, we'll do a get ready with me and do our makeup together. So that is today's video. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty content here on my channel. I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. But let's just get right into it. We're going to start with last month's drawer, and then we'll pick new makeup and do our makeup together. Let's get started. Okay, so here's everything that I had in last time for the everyday makeup drawer. Definitely want to point out some things here that I loved this month, and also a few things that I think I might even declutter just because I could tell right away they're just not something I feel like I need to keep. But let's start with the things that I loved. One of them is actually this, which is very random. This is the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam powder foundation. I've had this for a while. I wanted to throw in a powder foundation just because I haven't used one in a while. This has been like one of my most used products. Sometimes powder foundation, I forgot for a while, but powder foundation is so easy and it's quick, which is what I like about it. This is shade N3 from Natasha Denona and it works great for me. I've been using this all the time just over like a tinted SPF for some coverage, and that's it. I feel like I've been kind of neglecting this, and this is more of a matte finish foundation, but it's not dry looking at all, but it definitely has more of a matte finish, which is fine for me because typically I use really glowy products anyway. But this has been like a go-to. I've used this so much this month. I'm really glad I pulled this out again. I've got a pretty significant dip there in the middle. I don't know if it will show up on the camera, but I've used this quite a bit. That's definitely a standout for me. I feel like I'm rediscovering powder foundation again. However, the other thing that I feel like I've rediscovered this month is this Revlon foundation, the skin caring foundation. I thought maybe this was being discontinued because it is kind of hard to find now. I did confirm it is available on Amazon still, and it looks like all the shades are available. Everywhere else though, it's either out of stock or it's just not listed online anymore. So I'm really afraid they're going to discontinue this, but this is fantastic if you have a drier skin type for sure, or normal to dry, I would say. More mature skin. This has squalane in it, hyaluronic acid. It's very hydrating on the skin, pretty glowy. It's like a light medium coverage. I love it though. This shade in 217 works great for me. This is so good. It's so underrated. This does not get the love that it deserves. It's one of the best drugstore foundations on the market, in my opinion. Okay, something else that I have loved so much this month is this combo. So this is the Westman Atelier concealer and the Kosas Corrector, but the Corrector is in the lightest shade, which is Magic. I typically don't use this shade because it's too light to actually color correct. This concealer from Westman I love, but this shade is a little bit yellow for me. So if I add just a dot of this pink from Kosas, it's like a perfect combo. And these formulas are honestly kind of similar. They're very creamy formulas, so these mesh really well together. And I've been loving this combo. Honestly, it's made me wonder why I haven't been raving about this Westman concealer, because this is really good. This is it has a decent amount of coverage. I think they say it's full coverage. I wouldn't call it full coverage. I would say it's a really good medium buildable coverage, but it's very nice on the skin, very creamy. It blends in beautifully. I don't know, this wasn't one that wowed me to start out with, but I've been loving these two paired together this month. Oh, okay, the other thing I have to throw in here is this lipstick. I might have talked about this in last month's everyday makeup drawer. I don't know, but I'm gonna mention it again. because I've worn this lipstick in quite a few videos this month, and every time I wear this, I get multiple comments asking what's on my lips. It's this lipstick. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Kissing formula in the shade Naughty Talk. I kind of talked about, I discovered this a while ago. I saw someone on Instagram that I follow using it, and it wasn't available in the US until recently. And this color is just perfect for me. It's the perfect neutral nude. It's not too cool or too warm. It's the Kissing formula from Charlotte Tilbury, which is the more creamy, hydrating formula in her lipsticks, and it's perfection for my skin tone. So I have to put this in because I've literally been wearing it. If you've left a comment asking what's on my lips this month, most likely it was this lipstick, just so you know, because a lot of you have been asking. But a few things that I did not love, and I don't really know what to do with them, is this from Dibs. I have had these forever. I have a few of these double-ended sticks and I never reach for them. So I put this one in this time because I was trying to use it some more, figure out if I like it. I just don't think I have great shade matches in these sticks because all the bronzers pull too warm on me. Like this one's supposed to be more of a neutral bronze. On me, it pulls really warm still. I don't know, I'm just not in love with it. The other side is like a bright bubblegum pink. I don't know, I feel like I keep holding on to these thinking I'm gonna start loving them, but I just don't. I don't think the formula is anything special, and I don't love the colors that I have either, so I actually think I'm gonna declutter that from Dibs, just because I know it's just gonna sit, I'm not gonna use it, so I think I am going to declutter that. So one of the other things that I'm kind of torn about, I don't know what to do about it. I love this stuff, the Herborian CC cream, but this shade, this is the lightest shade, so it would definitely be the best for my skin tone, but this pulls too pink on me. Every time I wear this, I think, at first when I apply it, I think it looks okay. And then throughout the day, I'll like look at my face and I keep thinking, okay, my face looks pink, like really pink. And I do have some pink in my skin, but I'm not like a true pink, cool undertone. I'm like neutral to cool, but I love the way this looks. It just kind of evens out your skin just a little. It has some SPF in it. It's more of like a natural skin finish that I love. It even has like a blurring quality to it, but I don't know what to do because there's only 3 shades of this. And this is the lightest one. So going darker would not help. So I don't know what to do. I don't know, maybe I can try to mix this with something to fix the shade. I wonder if I added a little bit of my white. Well, no, that's not gonna help the undertone. I was gonna say the white foundation from House Labs might help this, but that's just gonna make it lighter, and that's not really the issue. The issue is the undertone. I don't know. I love the product though. If you have thoughts, let me know. I just love that product, but I wish that so bad they would release some more shades. Okay, this is something I randomly found this in my drawer this month. This is from Say. It's the Glow Sculpt, and I threw it in here just to like test it a little bit, but I don't think I like this. It's a little bit too metallic-y for me. Honestly, I don't remember buying this either. I'm not really sure where this came from. I just stuck it in after I found it just to see if I wanted to hang on to it, but I feel like it's just a little too metallic-y is the only thing I can think of for me. So I think I'm also going to declutter that. Oh, and the other thing I was going to talk about, these lip stains from NYX. Okay, I love a lip stain liner. That's why I bought these. These are new. They're the Lip Lingerie lip stain liners. But mine, I feel like they don't come out evenly when I try to use this. Like they get really dry on the tip and then you'll kind of get some of the product and then it'll get dry again. But I love the colors. I don't know. I just feel like I can't get them to apply evenly. Like it did there, but on my lips, I feel like it'll apply on like one side And then once I get to the other side, it starts to be really sheer. So I have to like kind of press down to get more, but I love the colors I have. Like that's the nude one, Naughty Nude. Has anybody tried these? Does anybody have that experience with these? And I've been storing them upside down. So I don't think that's the issue. I don't know. I love the concept. I love the shades. I don't know why that's happening because these are not old. These are pretty new. So I don't know. I kind of want to hang on to them and keep trying them. Let me know if you've tried those. So that's really everything that I can think of right now. Not too many duds this time around, but just a few things that I'm not like in love with that I feel like I really just don't need to keep. But I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and take all of this out. We'll put it away and then we'll pick out our new makeup. Okay, let's pick some new products. I did just want to mention, so that NYX lip liner, the lip stain that I was talking about earlier, it does not come off. Like I have scrubbed my hands several times since I filmed that clip and yeah, it's there to stay, but it's just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to apply. Anyway, let's pick some new makeup. Let's do a primer, which my primers are right here. So I picked this up because I was influenced, okay, by TikTok. There is a creator on TikTok. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. Shelby Ann is her name. And she is always using this face glue gripping primer from NYX. And I was in a Walgreens randomly and I saw it and I picked it up and I've used this a few times. You know what? I kind of like this. I don't know why. It does kind of have the consistency of glue, I'm not gonna lie, but it kind of works under makeup. I can't really explain it, but I want to keep using this again. I just think the packaging, the whole idea behind this is so funny to me, but I've used this a few times and I actually did like it, but I want to continue using it. But I do think it's kind of funny, the face glue. All right, and let's see, let's do one more, maybe one of my glowy primers. I had the Dior Star Filter in last time, so maybe we'll do, you know what, I think I'm gonna put in maybe one of my little Say Glowy Super Gels. This is the Rose Glow color, which is the rose gold one. Let's go for that for another primer type product, and I think that's it as far as primers go. For a base product, first thing, I'm gonna put some things in that are not new, but I think I am gonna put this in. This is the new Armani Luminous Silk. So I tried this in a video. I'm guessing you've already seen it by the time this video goes up. I guess I'm the weird one here, but I actually like the new one. I know a lot of people are saying they hate the new one, and honestly, I thought I was not going to like it, but I've worn this several times since filming that first impressions video where we tried a bunch of new things, and I still like this. I'm shocked. I definitely do think it's a slight bit glowier than the original, but I don't think it's like overly glowy or dewy. It's definitely not like an oily looking foundation. It still has that natural skin finish to me with a hint of more glow than the original one. But I gotta say, I'm kind of liking it. I guess I'm weird because I keep seeing really negative things about it, but I actually like it. But I'm gonna put that in this month and we'll see after I've used it quite a bit what I think of it. So far though, I really like it. All right, I also want to, I think, put in my Merit sticks. So I have Bisque and I have Sandstone. Bisque is gonna be too dark right now. Sandstone should be a good shade for me. And actually, I just got a new shade. I have it right here, so I'll go ahead and put it in. I just got Dune as well. I think Dune should work for me too. I can wear several shades of this stick, but I'm gonna do Sandstone and Dune this time, I think. And let's see, let's pick one more. I'm still in love with this, but I'm not gonna put that in because I know I'm just gonna keep using it. Maybe we should do this. I haven't used this in a while. This is the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint. I have the shade number 2. This is actually a repurchase for me. I had this years ago and then I bought it again during the recent Sephora sale. And I really like this. I feel like this is one that not too many people love, but I really like this. It's pretty nice. It gives, it's light coverage. I would say maybe like light medium at the very most, but it's very, very pretty. I haven't used it in a little while, so let's go for that. And gosh, you know what else is really pretty? Now I'm thinking maybe I'll do these instead. Sorry, Summer Fridays. I think I changed my mind. This is the Versed Skin Tint. This is a beautiful product. My only issue with this is, okay, 3P is a good undertone for me, but it's a little bit light on my skin. Every time I wear it, I feel like I look like Casper, the Friendly Ghost, and I am very fair, don't get me wrong, but this one is really, really fair. So they also sent me 5 in. So I'm thinking maybe I'll put both in and I'll mix in like a tiny bit of 5 in to the 3P. The shade in between here is 4 Warm and it's way too yellow. So that one wouldn't work for me. So I think I'm gonna put both these in and I'll just have to mix them, which is kind of annoying, but I have them. So we'll go ahead and use them. And I think that's it for foundations and skin tints. Okay, then for color corrector, I am gonna put in this one. So I actually just repurchased this. If you've been around my channel for a long time, you may remember I used to use this all the time. This is the Neutrogena Color Correcting Concealer. It's from the Clear Coverage line, which I thought had been discontinued, but I found this at Walmart and I guess it hasn't been discontinued. This is a great drugstore option for a color corrector. It's like a light medium coverage, very similar coverage wise to like the Cali Ray Hideaway corrector. But this is really good and I repurchased it. I actually used this up completely the first time I had it. So I'm gonna put that in. And I think I'm also gonna put this new e.l.f. Soft Glam corrector in. Apparently a lot of people aren't liking this either, which I'm shocked by. I think this is so good and I think the concealer is good too, but especially this corrector in this pink, the light pink. This is fantastic to me. I don't know, I'm shocked that this is not getting good reviews from a lot of people that I watch. I love it. I'm gonna put that in and we're gonna use it some more. I think it's great. Let's do some Charlotte Tilbury also. This is, I've had this forever, but it still works great. This is the Magic Vanish corrector. Is that right? Yeah, Magic Vanish. This is more full coverage than the other two. So I'm gonna stick that one in as well. And that should be it for corrector. And finally for concealer, which is over here, I guess since we put the e.l.f. corrector in, I'm also gonna put the e.l.f. concealers in. Like I said, I think this is really good. I don't know why a lot of people aren't liking it. So we're gonna put that in. Also gonna put this new, or this is not new, but I repurchased this recently, the Radiant Cream Concealer, also from Neutrogena. I'm kind of playing around with this as well. I've tried this in the past and I don't remember loving it, but I wanna give it another try. So I bought that recently. So we're gonna put that in. Let's do, I haven't used NARS. I actually got a new one of these as well. My other one was old. This is the Soft Matte Concealer from NARS. Phenomenal product for spot concealing. Literally anything. This is what you need in your life. And I just got a new one. I'm gonna put that in and then maybe one more concealer that's not like brand new. I haven't used my Makeup by Mario concealers in a while. As you can see, I have 2 shades of a lot of things because I very rarely find one shade that I love, especially in complexion products. I find I always like to mix things, and I'm usually in between shades, so haven't used these in a while. Let's pull those out and use those this month, and I think that's everything for this drawer. All right, moving into highlighter, powder, and bronzer. So can you believe how cleared out this drawer is? If you saw my last collection declutter video, we like really pared this down quite a bit. So I'm really happy with this. But let's go ahead and pick some stuff from this drawer. So I'm gonna pick a highlighter, even though I don't always use a highlight. Maybe we'll do one of my Dior Forever Glow Maximizers. This is the pink one. I haven't used this in a while, but this is such a beautiful liquid highlight. It really just blends into the skin. It kind of looks more like a cream when you blend it into your skin. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna put that in, and that's gonna be it for a highlighter. For powder, so like I was saying in the earlier clip, I've been really into powder foundation. So I think I'm either gonna put my Jane Iredale in, which looks like this. As you can see, it's well loved. Or I also have the Bare Minerals. This is the new pressed powder foundation. I would put this one in, but this is a little bit too dark for me, especially right now, so I'm not gonna do that. I honestly kind of want to put this back in. I typically don't, but I've been using this so much and it's a really good shade for me right now. I might honestly put this back in. I think I am gonna do that. I've really been loving that. So let's put that in, and then let's see, I want to do just a regular powder also. I think I might do this under eye powder from Laura Mercier. This is the Secret Brightening Powder in Peach. I like that one. Let's do Tower 28, the pressed powder. Mine randomly has all this kick up in the pan. And I just dropped it everywhere. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna put this in. I haven't used that powder in a little while. I don't know how it got so powdery and it's getting all over everything. I'll have to clean that up later. But I think that's it for powders. And then finally for bronzer. So I have a few new ones from the drugstore, and I think I want to do one of those. So I have the new Milani Baked Bronzer, but I also have the new one from CoverGirl. I think I'm going to do the CoverGirl. I just tried the Milani for the first time yesterday. I filmed a video, but it was for TikTok, and I'm not sure if I like the Milani bronzer yet. I need to play with it some more, but I don't know. I kind of want to put the CoverGirl in instead. So I think we'll do that, and then I want to do a cream bronzer. I think I'll do this one. This is NARS in Laguna 01. This is really nice. I haven't used it in a little while, so let's put that one in, and that should be it for bronzer. I'm just gonna do two. Maybe we'll put this in, my old Hourglass palette that I just can't seem to let go of. Let's do that, and I think that's gonna be everything for this drawer. All right, moving into blush. Clearly, I have not decluttered my blush drawer yet. That video is coming. It'll probably be the next one that I film after this one. Those videos take me so long to film, and they take me even longer to edit, so I have to be kind of strategic and plan out when I film those videos, because I don't have tons of time all at once to do that now. So anyways, it's coming, and we are gonna cut this down significantly. I'm just putting it out there. We are going to do that, but until then, let's pick some blushes for this month. All right, I'm gonna do this blush from Say in the shade Mia. This one is a really pretty warm pink, and this one kind of gets hidden because it's way back there in the back. So that will be one option. Another option I may put in is this one from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't think I've ever even used this in a video before, but this is the Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek. It's a really pretty color. It's that rosy mauvey pink. and it's beautiful. But yeah, it just kind of gets pushed to the back. So I'm gonna put that in. I'm trying to go for things we haven't used in a while. I think we'll do this CL Blush and Protect. This I think would be really pretty mixed with that Dior Maximizer, the Glow Maximizer. It's a really good neutral color. Maybe we'll put the new Maybelline Cloudtopia in. These are really impressive. I really like those. Let's do this. This is another blush I have not used in forever. This is Behave by NARS. It's just a very light kind of peachy nude. Really pretty though, and it's one that I don't use much. So let's do that. I'm gonna do one of these Makeup by Mario's, I think. This is Perfect Pink. Let's go for that. I'm in the mood to put a bunch of different blushes in, so that's what we're gonna do. And then probably this one also. This is new, but I'm in love with this from Patrick Ta. If you saw my video where I tried this, this probably won't shock you, but this new one in Soft Launch. I can't believe how much I like this, but it's so beautiful, so good. I should probably stop there, honestly. So I think that's it for blush. Obviously, we have not decluttered this drawer yet either. That'll be coming soon. But let's pick a palette out of here, or some eye products, I should say. Okay, I'm definitely going to put in all of the new e.l.f. Liquid Velvet eyeshadows. These, another product from the drugstore I've tried recently. These are phenomenal. If you haven't tried these and you like a cream liquid shadow, these are really good. You got to give those a try. Let's do, oh, I just got this to try. I kind of want to put this in and play with it. This is one of the CoverGirl eye enhancers in Tapestry Taupe. I haven't used it. I swatched it on my hand, but I haven't actually applied it on my eyes. Kind of want to play with that, so let's put that one in. I have this Merit Solo Shadow in Brune. I've tried this formula before, but I haven't tried this Brune color. So I think I will put that in. Maybe some shadow sticks. I didn't do these last month. Let's do this Urban Decay Naked eyeshadow stick. It's a nice, like, peachy shimmer shade. We'll do this Ilia Eye Stylus in the shade Flax. Haven't used that in a while. And then I also like this one from Thrive Cosmetics in Shany Joe. Just a nice, pretty neutral light brown. We'll do that. And then I want to do something, I want to have something with some shimmer in it, I think. I have an Hourglass Reef. Oh, there it is. This, one of the Scattered Light eyeshadows. I haven't used that in a very long time. So I'm gonna put that in as well. This is so old. Should we put our old Tartelette and Bloom? Did they bring this back actually? I'm gonna look that up. Okay, it is back. It went away for a while online. You couldn't find it anywhere, but I guess it must be back again because it comes up on Sephora now. Haven't used that in a long time. So let's do that one. Now for eyeliner, I'm gonna put this in. This is new to me, but I wanna keep testing it. This is the Maybelline Sculpting Sticks. It's an eyeliner that's really, really tiny. It has an angled point, and it also has this little angled brush on the other end. I used that for the first time a few days ago, and I was really impressed with that. So we'll put that in. And then let's see. Let's do maybe Dimensional Dark Brown from Makeup Forever. Maybe Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever also. And I think that's it for liners. For brows, I'm going to do the Rare Beauty Brow Gel again because that's all I have open right now. Forgot, I didn't realize I have an e.l.f. Wow Brow in here. I'll throw that in too. Maybe this Revee Beauty brow pencil. I've tried this once and I thought it was a little hard to work with. It's very, very pigmented, but I think I'll stick that in and try it again as well. And then maybe my ABH brow powder also. And that should be it for brows. And then finally for mascara, we'll do this Tower 28. I did kind of clear out my mascaras earlier because I had some in here that were really, really old that needed to go. I'm gonna put this Tarte tubing mascara in, and then I'm gonna do this Lancome lash primer and this Maybelline Lash Sensational waterproof also. And let's see, I think that's everything for here. All right, finally for the lip drawer. This has not been cleared out either, so this is gonna look different here pretty soon. But until then, let's pick out some new things. So I'm gonna keep that lipstick in the Naughty Talk because truly I think this is my perfect nude lipstick. I think I found it. I've been looking for it forever, and I think I finally found it in this lipstick. So I'm gonna definitely probably keep that one in there. I'm also gonna put this in. This is the Merit Lip Blush lipstick in Archival. They are about to release these permanently. So this one came in a set from the holiday season, and I loved this color. This Archival color is beautiful. And they're actually releasing, I think, like 8 new shades of this soon, or it may be out actually by the time this video comes out. So I'm gonna put that in. I'm excited that they're making those permanent because they're very, very good. I haven't used this in a while. This is Cool Teddy from MAC. Maybe we'll put that in. Maybe this lipstick too. This is Very Victoria from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the matte formula. I prefer the kissing formula, which is what Naughty Talk is. But I love the color of Very Victoria, so let's do that. Hug Me. Maybe we'll do Hug Me from MAC. All right, that's probably good for lipsticks. Let's do this Maybelline Lifter Glaze. This is just clear. It's just like a lip balm, honestly, but you could put it over pretty much any lip liner for like a no makeup kind of look. So I'm gonna do that. Refi Lip Gloss in Taupe. Let's do that. I haven't done that one in a while. Ooh, the Versed Lip Blush. That's very similar to the Merit Lip Blush. Let's put that in. Let's do this Mary Phillips Lipsticky in Crush. I also have this one in First Base. I'm gonna do both of those, I think. Let's do this YSL lip oil, maybe this Summer Fridays lip oil also. I'm gonna do, I think, this Huda lip liner stain. That one's in soft nude, and then I think I want to put these in. I've kind of been into these lip stains from Sashu. Let's do those, and then, okay, guys, I know. Like, look at these lip liners. This is just, I've got to declutter this drawer soon because we've just got way too many in this. We've got to find a new solution to the lip liners somehow. Okay, so I've got this new one from Revlon. This is the Color Stay Multi-Liner. I just got this. I've only used it once. It's supposed to be something you can use on the eyes and the lips if you want. So let's put that in. I'm gonna do this Ilia Lip Sketch in Genre. Definitely gonna do this new Blur Filler Liner from L'Oreal. I've only used this once. I love the color. I'm still trying to determine what I think about the formula though. I'm gonna do this little mini Makeup by Mario in Smoky Pink. Let's do Paint My Number from Tower 28. I've got so many lip liners, guys. It's just insane. I'm gonna do Hung Van Gogh, fill it in. Maybe Travis from Makeup by Mario. I'm picking a lot of lip liners because I love lip liner and I like to have a bunch of choices here. I think we'll do Tobacco from Merit. All right, let's do Endless Cacao also from Makeup Forever, and that's it, I think, for lip products. So I'm gonna gather everything up as always, and then we'll organize it back in my drawer. All right, I finally got everything put back. So I kind of rearranged, and my camera died again, so I don't know where it cut off, but I kind of rearranged this a little bit. But I have complexion back here, my correctors, concealers I had to put over here, my palette, some eye stuff, all my blushes, primer, highlighter, and that CL blush. Some more eye stuff, mascaras, and then all of this is pretty much lip products, and then I left all of my skincare stuff in the back. So that is everything. So now we'll use some of these new products and do our makeup together. All right, let's do some makeup. First, I want to do a little bit of skin prep because my skin feels a little bit dry. I did my skincare, but it's been like a few hours now, so my skin feels like it needs a little something. I'm going to use a little bit of this Atelier base face milk. I like this stuff a lot. I usually leave it just sitting on my desk right here, so whenever I feel like I need a little something on my skin, this works really well. And then for SPF, I'm going to use Beauty of Joseon, the Day Dew. I really like this one. This is the one that you can get at Sephora, which a few of you told me that the one at Sephora is the American filter Beauty of Joseon sunscreen that you have to actually order from like Yes Style or one of those websites that actually sells the Korean version. That is so confusing. It's hard to tell, like even on Amazon, like if you're getting the Korean version or if you're getting the US version. Anyways, it's kind of hard to tell. I wish it was a little bit more cut and dry and they were just all the same, you know? And then while that's sinking in, I'm gonna do a little bit of this Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve, but this is the new one in Vanilla Bonbon. Oh my gosh, I think this is my new favorite one. If you like really sweet vanilla, you would love this. I think this is my favorite. I have like all the scents, but I think this one is my new favorite. All right, let's use a little bit of this NYX face glue. I always do this the wrong way. I always open it right here or unscrew it, and that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to unscrew the cap. I was definitely influenced by TikTok on this one, but I kind of like the consistency. It's like a thicker, like kind of a gel texture, but I kind of like it. I'm just gonna kind of focus it right here because this is where makeup tends to want to go away throughout the day if it does. I don't think it's the most grippy primer that I've ever tried. Like I think the Milk Hydra Grip primer or the e.l.f. Power Grip, I think those are a little bit stickier, but I prefer the feel of this. I can't explain it, but I really like the thickness of this. It feels really hydrating on the skin. For the base, I think we're gonna do the Versed Skin Tint since we used Armani in the last video. So like I was saying, I have two shades. I have 3P and 5N. 3P is too light on its own. So that's 3P right there. So I think I'm gonna try mixing in a little bit of 5N, like that much. I tried 5N on its own not long ago and I can make it work, but it's a little bit dark. So I'm gonna mix these two together. I'm actually gonna use, this is the Versed brush, and start applying this. So yeah, that worked fine, but can you see how if I just did 3P, it would be too light? Because that even now looks like a tiny bit light. Definitely don't have a perfect shade match in this, unfortunately, because I really like this product. Maybe they'll expand the shade range. I know they're coming out with new makeup this year, Versed, so maybe they'll expand at some point. Really like this stuff. It is on the thicker side, so if you like something that's thin on the skin, I wouldn't really describe this as a thin texture. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it's definitely like a thicker, kind of like a creamy texture. It doesn't look thick on the skin once you apply it and blend it out, but it's not like a really thin, lightweight skin tint like the Lisa Eldridge skin tint. It's very different. Very similar to the Merit Uniform, if you know that product. This one is very similar, which makes sense since they have the same founder. Okay, so I think those two shades mixed together work fine. Next time, maybe I'll do 5 in and then mix just a little bit of 3P and do more of the 5 instead of the 3. But I think those two work fine together. This skin tint is really pretty if you like, I would say, more of a natural, leaning slightly glowy finish with like a light medium coverage. Really nice. So let's do some corrector now. I think I'm gonna do, I guess maybe we'll go in with e.l.f. today. This is the new Soft Glam Brightening Corrector in the shade Light Pink. And like I was saying, I cannot believe people are not liking this. I think this is so nice. Very thin, it's not full coverage or anything, but it's a really nice, thin, lightweight corrector that I think is great personally. But I've seen a lot of really negative reviews about it. So as you can see, this one, if you saw the video where I tried these, you've probably heard me say this, but this is like a true pink. It's not so light that it looks white under the eyes, which is one of the reasons that I really love it. Like, I could get away with this on its own, but it's not like a full coverage, like I said. So if you're looking for that, that is not this, but it's a really nice option at the drugstore for a pink corrector. That's a true pink. All right, I do have the e.l.f. concealer, but I kind of want something with a little bit more coverage than that today, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use, I think, my Makeup by Mario concealers. I have not used these in a while, so same kind of goes with this one. I usually use a little bit of 2 shades. So this is shade 190, which is sometimes a little bit dark, but once I blend it in, it usually ends up being okay. And then I also have the shade 160, which is a good bit lighter. So I usually do a little bit of 160 as well. I'm gonna save the under eyes and do those in a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this because one thing about this Makeup by Mario concealer is you don't have a ton of time to play with it. It definitely starts to dry pretty quick. So this is not a formula where you can really leave it and just let it sit for a minute. You kind of have to like blend this ASAP. And I am blending this in with this new Morphe brush. I just got this and I'm really liking this so far. This is the 108 foundation brush. It's just like an angled brush with kind of long bristles. All right, I'm gonna save concealer under the eyes for after blush. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cream bronzer. I think I'm gonna use this one from NARS. This is not really the brush that I wanted, but it's the only one I can find right now. So I'm gonna use this 116 from BK Beauty and start applying this. So do you see how subtle this cream bronzer is? It's really matte. It has like a velvety matte finish, but I like it for my skin tone because it's very neutral and very subtle. Like, it doesn't leave my skin looking too orangey. It just looks, it really blends naturally into my skin tone, and I always forget about this one. I don't know why, but I feel like I definitely neglect it. Okay, for cream blush, I think I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury, what is this? The Lip and Cheek Glow in Pillow Talk. I have not used this in forever. And it's a really pretty rosy pink. I'm adding a little bit more than I would sometimes because I know I'm going to go in with some concealer under the eyes and that'll really tone this down. Okay, for the under eyes, I'm actually gonna take the Makeup by Mario concealer, but I'm gonna do it from the back of my hand. This is something I don't always do, but I love the effect when I do it. It just kind of helps not over apply. So I kind of mixed 190 and 160 together on the back of my hand. I'm gonna use that same brush from BK Beauty and just start applying this. It's amazing when you do this how much less concealer you apply. It's like kind of an extra step, or it feels like an extra step because you have to mix it or at least apply it to the back of your hand first. But I swear it does make a huge difference and you won't over apply this way. And then I'm gonna take that foundation brush from Morphe and I'm just gonna kind of go around and go over everything just to make sure it's nice and seamless. Okay, for powder, I'm gonna do the Tower 28 powder in Palisades Pink. And I'm gonna start setting the under eyes and the T-zone. Ooh, I forgot how matte this powder is. Do you see the difference between those two? I feel like you used to hear about this powder and now I don't hear anyone talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of powder blush now. And I'm using this one from Say. And this is the shade Mia. And I'm just adding a little bit of that over the top right here. And I'm using this new Nikki N20 brush with BK Beauty. It's like a little stippling brush, really good for powder blush. Okay, for the brows, I'm gonna try this Revlon Beauty brow pencil again. I think I kind of said earlier, I have trouble with this one. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit too pigmented. And this is dark brown. I think it should work for my hair now. Before, when my hair had more lightness to it, this was a little bit dark for my brows, but now I think it should be okay. Okay, then to set my brows in place, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. For the eyes, I'm going to start, I think, with a shadow stick. Oh no, mine literally just came like all the way out of here. Well, I'm going to start with this from Ilia. This is the Eye Stylo in the shade Flax. And then I'm just gonna take a 206 brush and kind of blend out the edges. I haven't used this one in a while, but I really like this color. It's a nice, like, I would say pretty neutral, light brown. Doesn't pull incredibly warm or cool. I think it's really pretty. I did not use any eye primer underneath, so hopefully this works okay like that. I can't remember actually when I've worn this before if I wore like a primer underneath or not, but we're gonna try it. I'm taking a little bit of that shade under the eyes as well. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with this Urban Decay Naked. I can't remember the name of these. They're like the Naked Shadow Sticks. This one is in Peach Bum, which is like a really bright peachy shimmer, and I'm putting a little bit of that in the very inner corner of the lid and then in the tear duct area also. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Tartelette in Bloom palette now. I'm gonna take this shade here, which is Flower Child, and I'm gonna add this in the crease just to kind of set that Ilia shadow in place. And it'll add just a little bit of color, but not very much. Now I'm gonna go in with some of the Limitless Brown liner from Makeup Forever. And I'm gonna do a little tiny wing. I'm gonna take a smaller little brush. This is a 209 from BK Beauty, and I'm gonna kind of go over it and smudge it out a little bit. I think mine has kind of dried out a little bit. Feels a little bit dry to me, so I'm gonna kind of smudge it out so that's not as noticeable. I was just noticing it's not going on like as smoothly as it usually does. That's one of my biggest eye makeup hacks. If you ever do liner and you're not happy with it, like you feel like you messed it up a little, you can really just take any clean brush, eyeshadow brush, and just kind of go over it. Just kind of smudge it out. Just keep going over it and over it and over it. And eventually it'll look like you kind of meant to do that. Like you meant to kind of smudge it out, and it won't look as obvious. I do that all the time if I mess something up. And then I'm also gonna take Dimensional Dark Brown, which is also from Makeup Forever, and I'm just gonna try to go in between the lashes with this one. Okay, now I'm gonna curl my lashes quickly. Let's use some lash primer. I'm kind of in the mood to. This is the one from Lancome. I've also been going back to applying mascara like I used to apply it, which is by looking down in a mirror. I've randomly stopped doing that and I don't really know why. And I'm using the Maybelline Falsies. Or no, what is this? The Lash Sensational from Maybelline. Finally, I think for lips, I had a very hard time choosing, but I think we're gonna go with this one. This is the Revlon Multi-Liner in the shade Less Traced. So that color is interesting. It's a brown, but it's like a really, almost like a purpley brown. I kind of like it though. All right, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of Archival from Merit. This is the new lip blush formula. Either want to do a little bit of this lip oil or maybe this gloss from Refi. Yeah, this is the shade Taupe. All right, this is the finished makeup. I really like how this look turned out. We rediscovered some good things today for sure. I'm really glad I pulled these Versed skin tints out because this is very, very pretty. If you like this type of product, you like something that's a little on the glowy side, just a little bit of coverage with some SPF. Maybe if you've been wanting to try the Merit uniform, but you want to try something a little bit less expensive, these are really nice from Versed. But I feel like we used a lot of really good things today. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for hanging out with me, picking some new makeup. These videos inspire me so much. Every time I film one, I just feel this is the most inspired I feel in terms of creating content. This video just does it for me every time. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Everything that I used, I will list in the description box and link it for you as well. I will link it in YouTube shopping as well up on the screen. If you do shop through my links, it does support me and my channel. I do make a small commission from that, so thank you so much. And if you're new, I would love for you to stick around. Please subscribe, and if you like these videos, I have an entire playlist of them. There's so many. I don't know how many I have on there, but there's a lot because I've been doing these for a few years. So there's tons of other videos for you to watch if you like this type of content. And if you're not already, please make sure to follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I think that's everything for today. I will see you again very soon. Remember, simply be you. Bye.